Okay, so we are on track 7, the last track of Worlasi's Therapy EP. What's the title of this track? A Blessed System featuring Obi, Amponsa, Lexi, Kwame, Ya Baby, Francis. A Blessed System. Okay.
Like, was it ever mentioned, like, example, like, did your mom say, oh, we have to go for therapy sessions?
The intro is very, very nice. It sounds like meditation. It sounds like meditation, okay? Like you can hear it's like a breathing exercise. It sounds like a tune that you can just vibe to. And I think there's a conversation.
Or example, like, was it ever mentioned, like, example, like, did your mom say, oh, we have to go for therapy sessions? Or like, hey, I think Kojo is going through something. Daddy, let's take Kojo to.
Why are you laughing?
Why is everybody?
Okay, so it seems he's asking people how they dealt with certain issues that they had in their household. I get a laughter because who goes to therapy in Ghana? Like, I think therapy is relatively new in Ghana here. Because if you are going through something, maybe the best suggestion you get is to go and see a pastor, and people hardly do that, or go and see maybe an elderly person that you might be free with. But most people, I think if they have something to discuss, they go to their best friends, okay, or maybe a sibling that you can be cool with. So I think that's where that laughter is. That who has time or money to go to therapy?
African home. My parents created an atmosphere of you can always come to me if you have a problem, Yeah. So there wasn't any mention of let's go to therapy, but there was the protection of the family protection that.
Okay.
But even with the upbringing that I had, I still had like some fear of going into therapy.
Why?
Maybe because of what other people would think about
In some.
Okay, so that's one person's perspective how they dealt with it. So for her family was the open type, okay, like they had room to talk to each other and deal with whatever they had collectively, and that's quite nice. That's not the average Ghanaian household, so that's a special case right there.
Way you go and see them, it's either they blast you because you did something that caused what you are going through, or
What's blasting, please, for those who don't understand?
but yeah, you go and see them and you get the help you need.
Yeah, as much as they can.
Yes, as much. Last they'll buy you fun and so.
So I'll say yes. My dad, I won't, just as my brother said, I won't call it therapy.
So I think the previous guy, he's also the average Ghanaian. Like they might criticize, they might blast you for what you are going. I also say the same word blast. So you might be scolded for getting yourself into that situation. Okay, so there is not much mercy or that sort of solace in the average Ghanaian home.
But he has a way of actually rejuvenating the energy within the family so that we don't fall back regardless. So in my mind as a child, I knew that family is all I've got.
In our house,
Wow. That's quite positive. Family is all you've got. I think I'm beginning to realize that in my older years, as if I'm some old man. In my older years, I think I also tend to my family more. My brothers, my mom, yeah, and some friends I call family. Shout out to you. You know yourself. Yeah, foolish boys.
it was more of my dad was a funny. He's still a funny man. So he would usually at the end of the day, like when he's back from work, he got his ass. Then he starts telling us so where to lead. So like for all of us to release stress. Yeah.
Wow.
Therapy.
That's nice. His father did his true humor and he comes. Wow, that's nice. I think I'll emulate that when I have kids.
For example, the first time he caught me and my brother watching porn, he beat us. He beat us. Like I wouldn't forget that. He locked us in the room. My brother took about 50 lashes. And then I took 25 because he said my brother should have known better. So yeah, that's I don't know if that was a form of corrective therapy.
Yeah, since then, have you watched it again?
Oh, bro, I still watch it. I still watch one.
Boys,
I think mine is not much different from what he said. Up to now, I love her so much, but we don't usually sit and have a conversation whereby you get to tell her what you're going through. And I think the beating was more. She beat me like the beating, yeah.
wow, everybody got beat as a child, right? Everybody got beat. Like, I think that was to just as a form of penance, okay, to dissuade you from taking certain moves or taking certain decisions or making certain moves again. So, yeah.
She beats me like I'm a thief, like
Automatically, he just assumed that I'm the one who did it. And he beat me. And then later on, he found out it wasn't me. He apologized. You know,
wow.
so he was sorry. Yeah.
Never experienced apology.
Your parents apologizing to you in an African home. I've been saying Ghanaian, but I think other Africans also go through this.
After beating me for like 30 minutes straight with blood oozing all over my body.
Yo.
Yeah. But when I see money around, I take and go and find the owner.
No, there wasn't any form of like
Beating.
beating. Forget. My grandmother will beat the hell out of you. Like she'll wait when I'm going to bath, like around like 8 p.m., 9 p.m. When I'm going to bath, then she'll enter the bathroom and lock it. But anyways, let's go back to the topic.
People have story for days. Wow. Wow. So I think that's it. That's it for the Therapy album by Worlasi. Great sounds, great storylines, and yo, this track is the track list in this album is wild. So the last number 7 track was just how other people dealt with therapy, but from the track 1 to track 6, you can see that these are multiple personalities that Worlasi is dealing with. I think he calls out this personality of his and he kills it, or he tries to let us relate with it, okay, and he at the end of it, it doesn't let it consume him, okay. At the end of it, he knows how to deal with it and like let it be on the low. You always have to be above your emotions, okay, or whatever multiple personalities that you have. You cannot let them take control over you. You are losing your mind, okay. So this is somebody battling his inner demons and figuring out a way of how to live to live above them. I remember this episode in Doctor Strange. Okay, this black guy that was with Doctor Strange. He said he came to the Great One, that bald woman, Kamatash, and he wanted to learn how to subdue his demons, but she taught him how to live above them. And that was deep. I took that thing out from that movie, that you cannot kill your demons because they are always there. Demons are spiritual things, okay. You can't kill them. You can only subdue them. You can only live above them. You cannot live below them. That is on top of you. You have to learn how to live above them. You have to subdue them. So this is how Worlasi is subduing his demons by going through therapy, okay. And some of the therapy might not even be the generic therapy that we go to and sit down with somebody and let them listen to what you have to say, but just dealing with them by tackling them head on, okay. This is life. You have some few people, you don't have anybody. He says he's an introvert. So for someone like an introvert, you and I'm also an introvert. I have only a handful of people that I can turn to this album is very, I keep saying album instead of EP. It's very, very relatable. And I think he pretty much nailed it. And calling out their personality. The first one was what? Perfection. He dealing with perfection, jealousy, legacy, and it's just so much. I think I have to go through. This album is going to be on my playlist. I'm going to go over it over and over again and just absorb it, soak it in. So yeah, yeah. Worlasi, Charlie, big ups on the album, and thank you for putting this music out for us to listen to and react to, and Godspeed. So everyone also dealing with something. I hope you can come out of it just as our boy Worlasi is doing. And yeah. I think I don't have much to say. So that's the end of this video, and I thank you guys for spending this time with me and going through this album breakdown and reaction. Yeah. The name once again is YaoCrack, people. The name once again is YaoCrack. You can find me on Instagram, YaoCrack.nyh, TikTok, YaoCrack.nyh, Twitter is YaoCrack_NYH, and that's it. So please like, share this video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Melody.